First here at 5, using people as political pawns or an appropriate protest of border policy. The debate rages this evening after Florida's governor sent 2 planes of undocumented migrants to Massachusetts last night. Good evening and welcome to ABC Action News at 5. I'm Jameson Euler.
And I'm Wendy Ryan. Thank you for joining us. Governor Ron DeSantis is not backing down on that decision, despite his critics calling it inhumane. Our Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders joining us now live with the very latest on that. So Forrest, how is the governor defending this tonight?
Well, guys, as you can imagine, DeSantis was peppered with questions about this during a press conference out in the Panhandle earlier today. Now, the big takeaway statement that he had for reporters was simply this: Florida is not a sanctuary state. There was Niceville press conference Thursday. It was all about trucking.
Our message is, we're not a sanctuary state.
It was those migrant flights to Martha's Vineyard that got all the attention. About 50 people in total, believed to be Venezuelan.
Now, what would be the best is for Biden to do his damn job and secure the border.
DeSantis said it was part of a $12 million state program to move undocumented from Florida to sanctuary destinations, a protest of sorts against the president's border policies and supportive jurisdictions.
The minute even a small fraction of what those border towns deal with every day is brought to their front door, they all of a sudden go berserk, and they're so upset that this is happening. And it just shows you, their virtue signaling is a fraud.
The governor's office has yet to confirm the specifics of the flights, but online records show at least 2 routes that could fit the timeline and aircraft. Both originated in San Antonio, destined for Crestview, Florida. They then continued on, eventually reaching Massachusetts Wednesday afternoon.
We're trying to coordinate to help all of you.
Officials in Martha's Vineyard said they were caught completely off guard by the arrivals. State lawmakers there posting these images, saying the community scrambled to provide the travelers, some of them children, shelter and food.
We demand him to stop using our pain, our suffering, and our desperation for his political gains.
Venezuelan Americans in South Florida condemned the action Thursday, as did many Democrats.
I can't believe that the governor of my state so far treats people like this.
That included Charlie Crist, who's running to oust DeSantis in November. Crist said had it been him, he would have kept the migrants in the state and treated them, quote, like humans.
I didn't know he would stoop to this kind of level and this kind of inhumanity, but here we are.
Now, during a press conference earlier today, Crist was asked several times what he would do to better secure America's borders. We didn't really get a clear answer from him on that, but he did say he would do it in a, quote, humane way. Jameson?
Forrest, thank you. Meanwhile, 2 buses of migrants were dropped off early this morning outside of Vice President Kamala Harris's residence at the Naval Observatory in Washington, D.C. You can see here our affiliate in Washington, D.C. shot this video. About 100 people here. They were taken to a church for food and shelter, and taking credit for that act, Texas Governor Greg Abbott. He tweeted this morning saying, quote, VP Harris claims our border is secure and denies the crisis. We're sending migrants to her backyard to call on the Biden administration to do its job to secure the border. Adding later, Texas will continue sending migrants until Biden and Harris do their jobs. Lots of response on Capitol Hill, as you might imagine.
It's a terrific idea. He's looking for a headline. He's looking to climb up a rung in a potential Republican presidential primary.
There is no question that the governors of Arizona and Florida and Texas are using migrants as pawns